Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an Outlaw Trails role-playing game story. I'm titling this one Outclassed. Years ago, my friend Kevin was running an Outlaw Trails game. Kevin was an excellent game master. I really miss him. Good guy. There were 4 players, myself, David, Jesse, and Mark. We'd done a few jobs up to that point. We robbed a crooked ranch owner, captured a few outlaws, etc. We'd gotten enough money to really outfit ourselves properly. We had the guns we wanted. We had the horses, good horses. We were outfitted any way we wanted. I mean, we had a little money in our pocket still, so we were doing pretty good. David suggested that since we were now accomplished, his word, maybe it was time we really pulled something big. Nobody really wanted to be outlaws, so we decided to find a decent-sized bounty to collect. And that was what we decided to do. Before I get into this too deep, if you enjoy my content, it would really help me out if you would hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share my content on social media, and post a comment or two. Remember, I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. If you enjoy a good book, check out my author page on Amazon. My pen name is H.L. Anderson. You can find all of my books there. I like to think I write good stories that make you think. I wrote a 3-book science fiction Western series called Drifters. I wrote a fun story about a house in New Orleans where the monsters all hang out. It's called The House Off Farrago Road. I wrote a political fantasy called The Righteous President. And I've got 2 of them so far. I'm working on the next one. The first one is Vanguard 1. The second one is Task Force Terminus. They're science fiction, futuristic space warfare. It's a study of humanity from an alien perspective. I hope you get them, and I hope you like them. Now, Outclassed, here we go. The group went down to the local sheriff's office and looked over the wanted posters. There was one guy who was worth $2,000, dead or alive. His name was Boone. He was known to work with a gang of cutthroats, including a Mexican, 2 Indians, a Crow, and a Yaqui, and 3 hardcore, serious outlaws. The minimum reward for any of them was $500. So, if we captured several of them, that was, especially Boone, that was going to be a big feather in our cap. Lots of money in our pockets. These guys were cutting a swath of destruction through Texas and into New Mexico, so we figured to intercept them. We were playing in New Mexico at the time. Mark figured they might hit a gold shipment, and the only place to hit that, because there was a gold shipment coming through from a mine, and the only place to hit it was at a river crossing where there was a narrow bridge. To us, that seemed the most likely place to hit it, because it's, exactly where it's going to be. You got good cover. You can really lay into them while they're on the bridge. There's no place for them to go. We figured to ambush them, the outlaws, when they attacked the wagons. So we rode out to the bridge and got there a day ahead of the wagons. We set up on a hill overlooking the bridge, and we waited. Eventually, the wagons did show up. We had to wait overnight. We didn't have a fire. We were very cautious. Eventually, the wagons showed up. At least we thought we were being cautious. So the wagons showed up. There were 4 riders in front and 4 in back with 2 wagons. Each wagon had a driver and a shotgunner. The wagons were heavily laden, and they were moving very slowly. The first wagon reached the center of the bridge, and the second wagon was right behind it. The bridge collapsed into the rushing river below. 2 of the lead horsemen made it to the shore, but the rest were swept away. The wagon's cargo sank like rocks. The outlaws had cut through the support beams to destroy the bridge. We never checked the bridge. We grabbed our horses and mounted up, and we were going to go help them. Unbeknownst to us, Boone and his men had spotted us when we had arrived, because they had been there for days. They had been waiting on us to move. They opened up on us from some nearby rocks where they had been hiding, and we never bothered to check. They had complete surprise. They had us. David and I were shot from our saddles and killed outright. Jesse was hit and tried to turn to ride away. Mark turned and tried to cover his escape, but the Yaqui jumped from a rock and dragged Mark from the saddle. He knifed Mark to death. Jesse rode hard, pursued by the Crow and the Mexican for almost a day, before they caught him and killed him. We failed to recon the area. We underestimated the outlaws. We didn't check the bridge. We thought we were hiding, but they knew right where we were the entire time. I mean, it was just one thing after another. There's only one word for it. We were outclassed. We were out of our depth. We thought we knew what we were doing. We did not. We didn't take near enough precautions. We underestimated everything about the situation. Yeah, we deserved to get killed. It's just the way it was. Our characters died, and that's that. Yeah. If somebody else has similar stories, put them in the comments. I'm sure we'd all love to read them. It's hilarious. That's the good thing about role-playing games. They're not real. You just make up a new character. Hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good one. God bless one and all. Vanguard 1, Devo Polan, a scientific representative from a pacifist race called the Gandhiri, has come to Earth to learn the one thing that humans do better than anyone else in the galaxy: to fight. In the sequel, Task Force Terminus, Earth is at war with an alien race called the Amdola. Devo Polan's new commission in the Terran fleet exposes him to bigotry and treachery, and he comes to realize that sometimes political and military maneuvering are one and the same.